Welcome back, my fellow carnivores and curious omnivores. In today's video, we'll explore what exactly is the carnivore diet, or more appropriately termed, the carnivore lifestyle. And is it optimal for us human beings? Forget kale smoothies and quinoa bowls. We're talking about embracing your inner lion and feasting like the carnivore you were born to be. See that majestic beast? He doesn't stress about calorie counting, balanced meals, or rainbow-colored veggie platters. He eats what his biology craves, meat. And guess what? Our ancestors were a lot more like Leo than you might think. For millennia, humans thrived as apex predators. We chased down mammoths, speared fish, and cracked open bones for delicious marrow. Our bodies evolved to extract all the nutrients we needed for optimal health from animal sources. Vegetables? Those were just rabbit food, emergency rations when the hunt went bad, or maybe even nature's pharmacy when we needed a little medicinal boost. Now hold your horses for a moment, dear friends. I can practically hear the gears turning in your heads. But Tony, you say, we've traded caves for condos, animal skin for cozy pajamas, and our teeth and nails are more suited for a manicure than a mammoth takedown. Well, my friends, you're absolutely right. Our surroundings may have evolved, but the blueprint of our marvelous human bodies remains unchanged. Believe it or not, my dear Homo sapiens, we cleverly employed our intelligence and tight-knit social structure to become efficient hunters of our prey. We may not be chasing mammoths anymore, but the spirit of our ancestors lives on, pulsating within our veins. You see, the carnivore way of eating isn't just another trendy diet, like so many online health enthusiasts claim. It's our species' appropriate diet by design, like practically all animals on this earth who are designed to eat what is appropriate to their unique biology. By bidding adieu to processed junk, sugar, carbohydrates, which is also sugar, and all plant material, we're unleashing a transformative and healing power within ourselves. By eliminating carbs and increasing the intake of healthy animal fats, we shift our bodies into fat-burning mode, entering the legendary realm of ketosis. It's like flipping a metabolic switch, turning your body into a lean, mean, energy-producing machine. This is what fuels the proliferation of the growing number of incredible stories about weight loss and miraculous reversals of physical and mental health diseases. While it's important to recognize that individual experiences are anecdotal, the sheer abundance of compelling healing stories demands our attention. These first-hand accounts are like a roaring chorus of evidence that cannot be ignored. Though they may not fit into the traditional scientific mold, their collective impact is undeniably significant. The power of these personal narratives illuminate a path towards greater understanding and offer a glimmer of hope for those desperately seeking their own healing. Beyond anecdotes, though, there is a growing body of evidence which further points to the carnivore nature of humans, including data from physical anthropology, chemical anthropology, comparative anatomy, and stable isotope testing of early humans, to name a few. We will discuss this topic in more detail in a future video. What can be said with certainty, though, is that there is a lack of robust and reliable scientific research when it comes to understanding the health effects of different nutritional systems for human beings. Conducting controlled experiments to explore these health outcomes over different timeframes would raise significant ethical concerns, making it challenging to obtain conclusive results. Quite the revelation, I know. It turns out We can't just toss humans in a cage and play puppeteer with every aspect of their existence. It's a real bummer for all those aspiring mad scientists out there who dreamt of conducting the ultimate human lab experiment. But alas, ethics and practicality have this uncanny ability to spoil our grand plans. It's surprising in our modern day how much of the so-called settled nutrition science is just opinion pieces with flimsy associative links at best. You'd be amazed at the number of these so-called studies that come bundled with conflict of interests longer than a giraffe's neck. And the cherry on top? Some of these studies are conducted in such comical ways that they'll have you rolling on the floor laughing. I mean, imagine sending out a questionnaire once a year, or even once every 2, 3, or 4 years, asking participants what they ate during that entire period and calling that science. Or considering pepperoni pizza as meat intake. Seriously, give me a break. It's no wonder skepticism can creep in when we encounter such questionable scientific practices masquerading as solid evidence. But rant aside, it's not just about the crap we're eliminating. It's about what we're embracing. We're talking about nutrient-dense, bioavailable foods that fuel our bodies like never before. So, what's on the menu, you ask? Meat of all varieties, and that includes beef, lamb, goat, pork, chicken, fish, and wild game if you can get your hands on it. Also eggs and delectable animal fats like butter, lard, and tallow. For those who can handle it, dairy is also fine. In addition to the incredible healing and feelings of well-being that the carnivore lifestyle delivers. Its charm also lies in its simplicity. No calorie counting or mind-boggling recipes that require a PhD in culinary arts or never-ending shopping lists that resemble a novel in length. Trust me, mealtime in my household, after embracing the carnivore ways, is a thing of beauty, a masterpiece of minimalism. What's so difficult for most people to accept, given the years of heavy indoctrination, is that plants are not an optimal food for a human being. Here's a little secret, my friends. Plants have a devious agenda of their own. They don't want to be eaten, and they can't run away or bite you. So, they've armed themselves with some nasty chemical defense mechanisms. Take oxalates, which are found in many plants, including spinach, rhubarb, and beet greens. These little jerks bind to minerals like calcium, forming crystals that can cause kidney stones and joint pain. And don't even get me started on phytates, also known as phytic acid, which is found in seeds, nuts, and grains. These anti-nutrients bind to minerals such as calcium, iron, and zinc, making them less available for absorption in the body. This can potentially lead to nutrient deficiencies if a diet is heavily reliant on phytate-rich foods. Then, there are the lectins. These sticky proteins are found in many plants, particularly legumes and grains that can damage your gut lining and trigger inflammation. Should we also mention cyanogenic glycosides, which are phytotoxins found in many plant species, including cassava and almonds, and when consumed can release hydrogen cyanide, which is toxic to humans and animals. And as we venture further into the realm of conventional produce, let's not overlook the chemical cocktail of pesticides and herbicides sprayed on them. No, thank you. Pass the steak, please. In today's grocery stores and farmers markets, you'll encounter a colorful cast of characters, what I like to call pseudo-natural veggies and fruits. These guys have been through some serious makeovers. Most, if not all, have been hybridized or genetically modified to become bigger, sweeter, and better armored against pests and diseases. These pseudo-natural specimens are far cries from their wild counterparts. They're the Kardashians of the plant world, a result of some serious botanical tinkering. And if you thought that was the end of the story, hold on tight, because there's more. Brace yourself for the disappointing truth. Plant foods just can't compete when it comes to essential micronutrients. They're like the no-shows at a nutrient party. They're missing in action from plant foods. We're talking about the VIPs of nutrition, like vitamin B12, vitamin B6, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K2, hema iron, and a whole squad of amino acids, including creatine, carnitine, carnosine, and taurine. These powerhouses are nowhere to be found in the plant kingdom. In the grand nutritional saga, animal flesh reigns supreme, delivering the complete nourishment our bodies require. Who needs a medicine cabinet full of supplements? We carnivores know that we're getting everything we need from our animal-based feasts, so all those artificial supplements make their way to join the rubbish bin brigade. So there you have it, my friends. In our upcoming video, we'll explore simple steps you can take to make the switch over to the carnivore side, so you can avoid common pitfalls and ensure your carnivore journey is a roaring success. Until next time, friends, and remember, live long, live strong, go carnivore.